morning, Stephanie Reed, Franchise Account Manager with Westlake Financial Services, and I'm here today just to talk a little bit about those dead deals and why you should love them. First, we're going to talk a little bit about math. Everybody's favorite subject, math, right? Everybody loves math. Math doesn't lie. Math doesn't lie. It always tells the truth. Except for those imaginary numbers. I'm not too fond of them. They kind of lie sometimes. Anyways, all right, let's talk a little bit about the numbers game. Okay, so all of your advertising budget, we're going to take that as a whole. All the newspapers, all the radio ads, insert your awesome way of advertising here. And obviously it's worked, right? If it didn't work, you wouldn't have customers at your desk, right? All right, so we're gonna take that number, the budget, the entire month's budget, and divide it by the number of average opportunities that you have per month, okay? That's an important number. I want you to remember that. That's going to be used later on in the segment. All right, now that you have that number in your head, let's tell a little bit of a story. John and Jane, they absolutely love each other. They've been married for a while. They've had some good times. They've had some bad times. They're sitting at their kitchen table one Sunday morning, clipping coupons for ground beef. And all of a sudden, they come across your ad in the newspaper. And they've seen some of your commercials on TV, and every time that they're watching their daily soap operas, because they watch their soap operas together every single day, because they work the night shift, and they've seen some cars that they've really kind of liked. Well, they happen to come across a vehicle that you have advertised for no money down, $259 a month. Oh, and they are just ecstatic that car is now in their budget. They can just do it. They're going to go Monday and buy that vehicle. So they walk into your dealership. Your salesman gives them a 5-star presentation demonstration drive. He has just absolutely sold them with a mental picture of ownership, and they are ready to buy that vehicle. Well, you go to run credit, and unfortunately, Mr. Customer, given your discrepancies in your past history, we're going to need $2,000 down, and it's going to be $400 a month for that car. Well, this customer is crushed. They are absolutely devastated. They go home. They go to, let's say they probably go to a couple other dealerships first, just to try to see, because now they're really dead set on getting a new vehicle. Poor John and Jane. Jane get put in the same spot in every dealership. Their papers are neatly placed in a manila folder and put in the graveyard drawer, otherwise known as the dead deal files. Okay, so nobody calls John and Jane because they're obviously not a deal. Obviously. So they don't get contacted again. Okay, let's flash forward just a little bit. It's tax time. They are skippity-doo-dah all the way back home from the tax return place. They have filed, and now all they have to do is wait for that return. They are dreaming up thousands of ways to spend that money. There's Best Buy. There's, of course they still want that car. They still want a new car. But nobody's called them again. So they are just not going to be like, well, you remember that car at that one place? Oh, yeah. You remember that guy? Oh, yeah. No. Because they don't know the salesman's name. They don't know his name because he hasn't called. They have no idea. They have absolutely no idea who that guy is. And so they're going to end up going someplace down the street. And I don't know if anybody got the memo. I got the memo. Did you get the memo? I don't know. That guy down the street doesn't spiff you. He's not going to give you a bird dog. Nope. And after all that hard work that you did, that guy has some nerve. Thing that I hear a lot of is, well, Stephanie, I've just got so many customers at tax time. I just don't have any time to call all these dead deals. Well, out of the 9 hours that you're at the dealership, how many of those hours are you really, truly working? The average is 3 to 4 hours of actual work versus the time that people spend watching YouTube or surfing on Facebook or insert time waster here. But during tax time, I'm still getting that you have so many customers. Why in the world would you need to call those and revisit those old deals? Remember that number that I had you to remember earlier? Okay, all of those, that average per person spent, that's what it takes to get that person through your doors and sitting at your desk, okay, to come to your dealership. Now then, why would you want to pay that every single time that you get a new customer? I know I wouldn't. That gets expensive. That gets really expensive. Not to mention the fact that those people who are those fresh ups, those people that you're chasing down because you have so many new opportunities, and it's not good to ignore them. Don't get me wrong, but those walk-in traffic people, they close at a lower gross, lower payment. They only have a 20% average closing ratio. Whereas whenever that person that you called back into there, those B-backs, you have more of a 50 to 60% chance of closing that customer at a higher payment, at a higher gross. So then I guess the question would be, can you afford not to take 5 minutes to try to call a customer? What are they going to do? They're going to tell you either, yes, I'm still in the market. Awesome. Well, let's make an appointment to get you back in here to see what it would take to get you done. You are selling not only the car, you are selling the credit, you are selling the idea, you are selling your dealership and selling yourself. That's all I have for today. So, if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call, 618-240-5776. Stephanie Reed, signing out.